Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, tranny's all done. We're ready to take it for the first drive. I am so excited to be driving this truck again. Everything seems to be working fine. Oh boy, time to beat the light. Ooh, nice. Nice C3. Yeah, the shifts are super smooth, as I would expect for a new GM tranny. Yeah, it feels so good to drive this truck again. I am just completely stoked. One nice thing about this new tranny is the fact that the old one, when I was around 45 miles an hour, the torque converter shudder was really bad. Like, the whole truck would shake really bad, and it was like that as long as I've ever owned it, but it was getting a little worse. But now, of course, being the new transmission and new torque converter, it does not do that whatsoever, which I would expect. All right, we made it back home. Man, it is so good to have this truck back and drivable again. And now, I have some big news for you guys that I was completely stumped about. The shop told me that it still had the original transmission in it. So that means this truck went 324,000 miles on the original transmission. That is insane. Especially considering the fact that the tranny never seemed to slip. You know, it shifted fine. It was a little clunky, you know, and reverse is really, you know, had a lot of play in it, but I assume that's because of that sun shell that must have broke on the other one. I mean, I am just completely blown away. I mean, I cannot believe the tranny went that long from the factory. So, and it's still the original engine, and like I said, I did go with a GM replacement, so it's a remanufactured transmission right from GM, so they do all their testing on it. So it's basically a brand new transmission inside, you know, an old case. Yeah, I am completely happy. I mean, it runs and shifts great. I mean, it's so smooth, which is expected. So how much did it cost me? Well, the bill was, let me go get it here, $3,057.59. Now, I actually did a little bit of landscaping for him, so he knocked $350 off the total price. Remove and replace transmission. Reman transmission from Chevy. Need a trans gasket. Apparently the dealer told them that they need to flush the tranny lines, so they did that. Trans fluid. They had to buy a neutral safety switch because the factory ones in these trucks, for some reason they glued them in. I don't know if it was just kind of a safety thing that if you replace the transmission, they figure you might as well replace the whole switch as well. I don't know. So they had to do that. You know, that was $93. And yeah, shop supply. So yeah. I know it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but I'm glad it's done. It supposedly has this 3-year unlimited mile warranty on it, so I'm gonna, you know, try to drive it as much as I can, and hopefully the engine holds up a lot longer. But yeah, I'm completely happy. So now the next thing is, I got a new mod for the truck already. Recon third brake light. I like the smoked look much better. The last owner put a chrome one on there. They probably got it as a package deal on Amazon or something. So this came today, and we're actually doing new taillights as well. And they're not gonna be the chrome like this. They're gonna be basically a black housing, and they're gonna be smoked. So they're definitely gonna be darker like this, but I think it's gonna look really good. So let's get it done. One other nice thing is I told them that my tailgate wasn't opening right. So apparently one of the rods was bent. I guess it was this one, because this one wasn't unlatching right. So they fixed that. That opens up perfect now, which is nice because that gets frustrating. So we got to take out 2 Phillips screws, and wow, look how cracked that is. Wow. It's actually good we're replacing this. Yeah, you can tell this is a really cheap third brake light from Amazon. Seems pretty low quality. I mean, it works, but I don't necessarily like the look of it. Plus the one I got is definitely going to be higher quality. Obviously, I went with a Recon because their quality seems to be worlds beyond eBay and Amazon stuff, which for the price, it better be. All right, screws out. Now, I'm not sure why there's a yellow wire cut. I guess it's not needed. Oh. That's on the original brake light, so I don't know. Alright, so just unplug this. Easy enough. You know what? I think we're going to clean some of this dirt off here first. That is like insanely cruddy. So we're going to clean that off first and then we'll get it put on. Use a little bit of my Car Guys spray wax, which I highly recommend, by the way. Liquid hybrid spray sealant or whatever they call it. Yeah, there we go. All right, good to go. Let's get this new one on. Just plug and play, easy enough. Now where to put the screwdriver? There we go. Seems like it has a pretty good gasket on it. Normally I would use some clear silicone around there before I tighten it down, but it looks like it's going to seal all the way around, so let's hope so. If I get any leaks, then I know for sure I definitely got to use silicone. Now, one thing I will say, just for future reference, if any of you guys are looking for this third brake light, on Recon's website, it actually says that this is only for the regular cab and crew cab models. I'm not really sure why it says that. The only difference I've noticed is on the regular and crew cabs, there's a little more space between the window and the brake light. So, honestly, I have no idea why they say that, because this thing fits perfect. The gasket's definitely sealed all the way around. Looks great. I don't think I'll have a problem with that leaking at all. We won't snug these down too tight because we don't want to crack anything, but to make it snug. All right, there she is. Wow. I know the camera's lighting's gonna really suck, so I apologize for that, but yeah, I love that. Way better than that other one. Much, much, much better. This thing can go. Don't need that anymore. Guess I better make sure that it works. Well, it looks like it's working. I can't test the brake lights, so you guys will have to tell me if that's working or not, because I don't know. Yep, I am definitely satisfied with that. Next thing to come is the tail lights, and like, oh, okay. Oh, guess I'm missing a screw. Instead of the chrome housing with the smoked lens, it's going to be a black housing with a smoked lens. So it's going to make it much darker, but it's going to match that third brake light perfectly, I think. So they should be here tomorrow. I'll post up a video of installing them so you guys can see what they look like as well. Look at this, we're already putting the truck to work. Not too hard though, don't want to overdo it. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, have a great day.